slow down a little bit, take more space elsewhere, and then go from there. But unfortunately for them, there's not much rounds left. Right, there's only one round remaining in this first half, and it looks like we do have a bit of a technical issue here. So we're gonna be checking what's going on, and we'll relay that information to you once we get it. But for now, let's just talk about how the game has been so far. So yeah, I think we should be throwing this back to the panel soon.
Yeah,
so,
but what like, I mean, I just would like to, add a little bit of a point here, because I feel like the reason for Bren, just having a little bit of a tone down with the first few minutes or first few rounds of the game is basically, I feel like it's just about positioning wise. Like, because their position, they were working on the flanks. They were trying to get the members of Rising Hope from the behind, knowing. But I don't think that they actually have an awareness that the entry points were quite open. But you know what, Sleepy? I guess it's time to see what our panelists think about it.
Right.
What do you guys think about it?
A very dominating start here for Rising Hope, but Bren Victress is not far behind. It's a game of adapting and adapting. But welcome back here to the panel. I'm Tashbunny alongside Donut, and this is Rising Hope versus Bren Victress. Now, what's really interesting about this first particular match is that this is Rising Hope's map, and the fact that they chose the attack side first as opposed to defense, which is more biased to the map, is sending waves or even a statement right now.
Definitely. They start off on attack, and what I noticed is when it comes down to how they would try and take on the site is that it's a lawnmower strategy. And I guess that's the reason why Trix wanted to select both the sky and as well as the fade into the picture, because what I would notice is that when utilities get sent, Hannah's utilities would get poured out to the left side of the site, while Trix would just really want to take information. And then when that happens, Aya would actually know where to go. And I would call that the lawnmower strategy, because Aya is not left alone when all of that happens.
Can we change it to the zoo?
They just clean up the site, actually, and that's what happened during the first 4 rounds, right? And not until Bren Victress found out, oh, okay, we have to play back because they're just mowing us down.
Yeah, the change in strategy has been very phenomenal for Bren Victress. They do manage to take 2 to 3 rounds in a row, but let's talk about the adaptability of Rising Hope. The fact that they're on attack and able to adapt a lot in the rounds just speaks volumes about what the team is able to experience, and I would say how they decide to look at the perspective of Bren Victress. And I think their mid-game recovery has also been quite effective as well. You notice there's a 2 versus 3 or maybe a 3 versus 4, where you would see maybe it's gonna be just Trix or maybe perhaps Aya, Trix and Hannah perhaps at the end of the line. But the way that they hold each other's backs is very interesting. How they pass around the information and how fast it's reacted to is also another thing in itself. And one thing about Trix that I do notice is the fact that she can get pincered from 2 different areas, but her positioning has been absolutely on point. Getting that isolation to clear out one side before going to the next really shows that she's able to kind of like segregate her thoughts in terms of how exactly she approaches these very high pressure cooker situations. But for the side of Bren Victress though, the fact that they're able to be proactive, kind of catch them off guard by playing either really aggressive early or just flanking has been absolutely great.